Welcome to Sports Scoop. We're your hosts. I'm Kelly Wilson.
And I'm Chantel Bailey.
So Chantel, did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did. It pained me to watch the game. Let's just start out with that.
It pained Peyton Manning too.
I'm sure it pained a lot of viewers watching that game. One of the biggest gaps, I would say, as far as score-wise in history. I mean, there have been a lot of others back when Joe Montana was quarterback.
Can't forget about that Cowboys.
Can't forget about that game. But this game ended 43-8 with
This
Seattle
game,
winning.
it pretty much ended before it got started.
Yeah.
I mean, they opened up with a safety. I mean,
in the first 12 seconds.
okay.
I mean, I missed it because I blinked.
Me
I literally
too.
blinked and they already scored. Literally.
I didn't think Peyton Manning knew what was happening.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready. And, you know, in my mind, I thought that the Broncos would, you know, maybe get a running something after that, after they realized that Seattle wasn't playing any games.
See, I knew Seattle was gonna come out hard, and I knew that defense is tough, and I knew that Peyton Manning was gonna get riled up.
Yep.
They were gonna push him out of his comfort zone, and he wasn't gonna have, I guess, the same game plan that he had in previous games.
Right.
Because you know, they pretty much been dominating every game. But it's something about defenses like this and the Ravens last year that they forced him to throw to the outside, and he's not comfortable with doing that. And as you can see in the Super Bowl, they knew what he was going to do.
It wasn't
So,
even just the passing game, it was also the running game.
Yes.
They couldn't even get on the ground. They couldn't
I
get
think they had maybe around 50 yards rushing or something
Yeah.
like that. It was very low, very, very low. And no Sean Marino, you know, great kid, great running back. He just couldn't get it started. Monte Ball, you know, the rookie, he couldn't get it started either. Even, like, their receivers, Julius Thomas has been dominating this year. Demaryius Thomas also, Wes Welker, can't forget about him. Nothing. Like, even when they caught the ball, they didn't catch it completely. They either got
Every time.
stripped or, so, you know, all across the board. It just
Yeah.
wasn't the Broncos'
It
day.
was just awful. They didn't even get on the board until the end of
Oh,
the
the third.
quarter.
Exactly.
The end of
They
the third
shut
quarter,
them
so.
down. But shouts out to Seattle.
Yeah.
See, people were falling asleep on Seattle. I mean, come on now. The number one defense, I always say defense wins games. Don't fall asleep on the defense.
Oh,
because
never that. But
You
you
just
know,
can't.
people fell asleep because he's a young quarterback.
Exactly.
And that's what they thought it was. They thought that Russell Wilson was going to go out there and get shaken up, be pressured by this great offensive Broncos team, and he did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Exactly. But also, shouts out to Percy Harvin. I mean, this guy only played 2 games the whole season. He's been battling injuries. If it's not his hip, it's his migraines. It's a whole lot that he's been dealing with. Got a concussion when he played the Saints in that playoff game. Came back, did his thing, had about 137 yards. I really wanted him to get that MVP award. Got a touchdown run. He almost had another one if he didn't step out of bounds on his first play. But he did his thing. So shouts out to you, person. Like you really did your thing, bro.
And it's unfortunate that despite all that, he still didn't get the MVP.
Exactly.
So besides from the Super Bowl and other big news, we do have the 2014 Winter Olympics in Russia. U.S. right now is in third as far as the medal count. We have
Who's
14.
in the lead, Shan? Is it Russia?
It's Russia.
Is it home field advantage?
Of course it's Russia.
They cheating?
It's Russia. But we're right behind them. No worries.
That's right.
The U.S. has 14 medals currently, and Russia has 15. So we're right behind them.
Okay. We got that.
We got this. We still got a couple more days of the Winter Olympics.
All right.
But let's talk about these athletes. First of all, we have a lot of disappointed Shaun White
Oh,
fans.
my goodness.
He already had to back out of one event. Now, Shaun White unfortunately has failed to get his third gold medal in the halfpipe event, which he's dominated in the last 2 Winter Olympics. It just sucks for him. It didn't start out
It sucks for the
well.
US too.
It sucks for the US too. I mean, he came in 4th place, which that's just a heartbreaker. And currently underway, we have the NBA All-Star Weekend in New Orleans. Friday night, we had the celebrity basketball game. That's always just pure entertainment. We had Kevin Hart. We had the guys from Mike and Mike.
Romeo,
Skylar Diggins, Will Romeo,
Mike
Nick Cannon.
Did you say Mike and Mike already? You did say Mike and Mike
I
already.
did.
Let me
I
not
did.
say
Mike and Mike.
then. Okay. Terrence J was in it. Skylar Diggins.
Wale, he also played.
I heard Wale was awful.
He was. He needs to stick to rapping.
Okay.
But anyways, at the end of the night, Kevin Hart actually did sort of, kind of get his third
Was
MVP.
it his third or was it his fourth?
This was his third.
It was his third? Okay.
But he did give it away. He gave his award away to Artie Duncan.
Okay. Other known as the Secretary of Education.
Right.
Go ahead.
He had a spectacular performance that night. I mean, he's not no basketball player, but he did get 20 points.
I did hear that he played that in college, so maybe, you know what I'm saying, he got to cut some skills.
He hooped a little
I
bit.
mean, if he, you know what I'm saying, he worked for the White House, so you know Barack, they be balling over there. So you got to come correct. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it to the court. Okay, and Barack ain't no punk. He take the cats to the rack. I know you see that UNC YouTube video.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He go hard in the paint.
But as usual, it was a great game to watch. Then Saturday night, we actually have the
Skills Challenge, and they also have the Shooting Stars event. They team up with the WNBA stars as well as retired players.
Right.
You'll see Del Curry team up with his son Stephen Curry in that challenge. Also, you got the slam dunk contest, which
I think
is
that's a fan favorite.
That's the
That's
favorite
a fan
event
favorite.
out of the whole entire weekend. So you got that 3-point contest too, and then you can't forget about the game that's played on Sunday with the East versus the West. But they did something a little bit differently this year. Normally all these events, 3-point shootout, the skills challenge, slam dunk, it's all usually supposed to be individual events. But they're doing teams, partners, and I'm not too happy about that because with the slam dunk contest, you can't really be paired with someone. You know what I'm saying?
It is difficult to judge an event based on a group of 3,
right?
You know, rather than just
because
solo performance.
Say one person doesn't do their dunk and the amount of times they get to do their dunk and it affects the team score. Not too fond of that. Even with the skills challenge, that was a little
the partner thing.
Yeah, because you don't need a partner to dribble around some cones and do a layup. But hey, do what you do. I ain't mad at you. But it's interesting, and I was curious as to why they would do that.
Right.
But hey, it's 2014. Why not, change it up just a little bit,
Never hurts.
Exactly.
But speaking of, so who you got? East or West?
You know I gotta go to the East, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, that Santa, hey.
East side all day.
But who you got for that slam dunk contest, though?
It's tough. Like, it's tough since it's a group thing now.
Right.
But I might have to go with the East on this one.
I'm thinking the East too. You got Terrence Ross, he's the defending champion. You got Paul George, he killing with these 360 dunks in the games. John Wall, he can throw down too with the best of them. On the West side, you got Damian Lillard, Harrison Barnes, and Ben McLemore. Rookie, but he probably got to show. You got to show what you got. You know what I'm saying? You're a rookie. You got to let people know.
I think he'll surprise us tonight, and I definitely can't wait to see what Lillard has to offer.
Exactly, because Damian Lillard is playing in 3 events tonight. You know, he got the 3-point shootout, they got slam dunk, he did the skills challenge. So people say he's gonna spread himself thin, but I mean he's young, he's athletic. I think he can do it.
He's
Plus,
definitely capable of it.
Yeah, exactly. We got the East for the slam dunk contest as well as the All-Star game, and hopefully they shut it down.
So after the Celebrity All-Star game, I was lurking on the internet, and this picture of Snoop Dogg came up.
Is it Snoop Dogg or is it Snoop Lion? I'm confused.
Snoop Dogg, Snoop Lion.
Same animal?
Same
Snoop
guy.
something?
So after seeing this photo, this is what I wanted the viewers to do.
Alright.
I want you to look at this photo and give this photo a caption. Drop it in the comments below, leave it on our Facebook page, or even tweet us your best caption of what you think is going on in Snoop Dogg's head.
Because we have no idea.
And after looking through all the comments, we'll go ahead and select the best caption, and you'll be featured on our next episode of Sports Scoop.
Shan, I got some bad news.
I don't know if I can take any bad news right now.
I don't think I can take it anymore either. But Derek Jeter, my favorite player, captain of the New York Yankees.
We talking about the
Derek Jeter. Number 2.
Oh,
shortstop.
What's going on?
He is retiring after this season.
What?
He's calling it quits. Now,
So soon?
I know, right? I mean, it's almost 20 years he's been in the league. This brother right here, he has won 5 World Series. Count it, 5. MVP for one of them, Subway Series versus the Mets in 2000. Also, my main man is a 13-time All-Star. This guy has not used steroids. He's played the game. He's played it the right way.
Which is big for baseball.
Yes, it is, especially baseball.
We're not gonna go there.
But we ain't gonna talk about number 13. But this guy right here, I love you, A-Rap, but it's all about Derek Jeter right now. He is the face of baseball, the face of the Yankees. last season pretty much was a bust. He only played 17 games.
Mm-hmm.
He's been battling injuries. He broke his ankle a couple seasons ago. He hasn't been the same. He tried to come back. I mean, the man's pushing 40, but he's still going strong. I mean, I hope that we send him out on top. You know, we failed last season. Mariano Rivera and Andy Pettitte, two of our great pitchers, and one of the best ever closer in Mariano Rivera, both retired after last season. Unfortunately, we didn't make the playoffs, but we gotta go hard for our captain. We have to. Like I said, this is the captain. This is not just a regular player who's just been on the team, you know, because they needed someone to play that position. No, this dude ran that squad. Okay,
this man's been captain for 10 years now.
I hope he remains involved within the baseball community, whether it's working with the Yankees as far as being a broadcaster for them or being a coach or whatever, or just working for ESPN. You know, I would love to see him stay involved in baseball. Please don't go away for too long, Derek. I know you gotta get your time off. You put your dues in. You deserve a break. But please come back. You know, I'm gonna miss him. I know the fans in New York as well as fans all over are gonna miss him as well. And his last game, September 28th of this year, will be played against the Boston Red Sox in Boston. And as soon as this announcement came out, those tickets skyrocketed. Before the announcement was made, the cheapest ticket was $26. But as soon as that announcement was made, it jumped to like $200 and something. So we
gotta make it a good game.
It's gonna be a great game. Hopefully, like I said, the Yankees come out on top, get that Nets ring, you know, go out with a bang. But you know, I'll be rooting for you, D. I'll be rooting for you, buddy. I got your jersey on right now. You know one in my heart, baby.
We'll see what happens. Hey, opening day is 43 days away.
That's right. We got it against the Astros, so you know, gotta come out hard. You know what time it is?
What time is it?
Time for Idea of the Week.
Oh my goodness.
I know you've been waiting for this. We haven't been doing this in a while, but I know you're ready for this. This week's honey is none other than Los Angeles Clippers starting power forward, Mr. Blake Griffin. Yes, this season Blake Griffin is doing really good. He is averaging 24.2 points a game, along with 9.8 rebounds a game. This former slam dunk champion is not only slamming the dunks in the game, but he's slamming them in the commercials too. I know you see him rocking that Kia car now.
Oh, I've seen him. All 6 foot 10 inches, 251 pounds of
Well, you know
goodness.
what? He can come scoop me up any day.
Thanks everyone for watching this week's episode of Sports Scoop.
Yes, special shouts out to my family over in the Bronx, New York, Maurice and Philippe Chatelain. Thank you for checking us out.
That's right, and just like they have, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow our Twitter page.
See you next time. You know what time it is?
Yeah, it's actually about 9:30.
She said something. Do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
You can't live without your phone.
Did I just mess you up?
You did.
Okay. I don't mess up. I'm just kidding. Excuse you, you ain't wearing shoes.
Can I get some collard greens now?
Oh my gosh.